We're all on the same journey, and we all start in the same place. In the book, The Third Circle Theory by The Secret Entourage, 3 phases of life are discussed. Everyone on Earth is born into the first phase. This phase is the reality our parents have set up for us. Some people are born wealthy, and some are born poor. There is nothing we can do to change the environment we're born into. Most of society stays in the first phase. For example, if your family is in the medical field, such as doctor, nurses, and so on, you most likely will work in the medical field. I lived most of my life in the first phase as well. My grandpa was in the fire service, and that's exactly what I originally decided to pursue as a career. I was introduced to business and personal development while I was pursuing my career in fire, and this is where the second phase starts to take place.
We're kind of like more of like on the grind. You know, like this is where we are now, these are our passions and dreams, and some people don't even know what that is.
The second phase is where people start becoming more curious and aware of what's really happening in society. Some people call this the awakening, and this is where real passion begins to manifest. People begin discovering how to become a better person during this phase, whether that's leading others, learning to achieve more for themselves, or a combination of both of those. This is exactly what happened to me. I discovered I was so much more passionate about business and growing in personal development every single day of my life. Eventually, if people persist on this path long enough, they discover that life is so much more important than money, and they begin to realize that there really is a purpose for their existence in this life. This is where the third phase starts to take place. Only about 2% of society makes their way to the third phase. During this phase, people begin to envision a better way to create a better world and see past their own emotions. This is where true purpose in life is discovered. Once people get to this phase and create a vision and purpose for their life, then the game of life has been mastered. Only here can people get a true understanding of why they do what they do and why they can or cannot progress in life. Examples of people who have reached the third phase are people like Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, Martin Luther King, Jim Carrey, anyone who has impacted society on a grand scale. All I know is that everything I've done so far in this life has led up to this phase. So now, all I have to ask you is, which phase are you in? And if you're not completely satisfied, what will you do to change it? But remember, all of our journeys begin in the same place, and your journey begins here.